And we back. Brady says, Kenny, take a player that has 0 years pro and is retiring, override their retirement, and try to get them into the Hall of Fame. Challenge accepted. Now, we've done challenges like this in the past, but not on NBA 2K22, because 2K22 or 2K decided in this game to change up the progression system. In previous seasons, this was a challenge, and we had a lot of fun with it. But this year, there's no off-season trainings, so I can't send bro to potential camp. So we're gonna have to do things more organically, which makes it more of a challenge than it was in 2K19 or 2K20 or 2K21. But we gotta do, man. I'm excited for this one. The challenge don't really start until basically year 2, so let me just get to Simulator. This video is sponsored by NordVPN. They've been a sponsor of this channel for some time, and I don't think that's gonna change because it's a product that I use almost daily. I mean, as we speak, I'm connected to Japan, and the reason I'm on Japan Netflix is because that's the only way I can watch Dune tonight. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. That is just one of the features with NordVPN. You can change your location and open up streaming to a whole new level, but I'm really curious in the security. Nord has started their new threat protection feature. All you have to do is toggle it on, and now your security is so much deeper. This is going to protect you from malicious websites, malware, trackers, and intrusive ads. There's a ton of websites that try to get your own personal information, and with Nord's threat protection, that's no longer the case. All you have to do is go to nordvpn.com/KLT4Q and use coupon code KLT4Q for a huge deal. We're talking about an additional month and a huge discount, and if you do not like the service, there's a money back guarantee. I want to say thank you again to NordVPN for sponsoring another video. Let's get back to the action. All right, so the time has come to figure out who our subject is. Now, when you override someone's retirement, if they try to retire again as raps, that is their decision. You cannot change it. So we need to get somebody that's played 0 years in the NBA. So it's somebody that was in a previous draft class that get no PT, and they decided, you know what, playing in the NBA is no longer my dream. I don't think I could do it. So these are people that we actually know, and then we get down to some people. Admiral Schofield. Admiral Schofield suited up for teams in the NBA before. What the heck? But I also want to go with a player that doesn't exist in real life. Like, these are people that exist. George King, Manu Terry, Mario Jones. There we go. These are real people. Get me to the place where they're not real. Okay, so this is the realm of unreal players. And when I say unreal, I don't mean that they're unreally talented. They're unreal as in fake. These guys suck. This guy right here, Brad Porter, is a stretch 5, 66 overall, 22-year-old out of Boise State. Real life stretch 5 though, 78 overall three-pointer. Basically, I got to figure out what is the position / player that won't retire next year is the main thing. Do not retire. And I think part of preventing him from retiring is giving him like a 4-year contract or something. But we also want to get the best player. And him at a 66 might be the... No, there's some people up here that's higher than 66. Hold on. But like, this guy's 25, which makes me think he's a real person. I gotta Google some of these dudes because, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot about the NBA, but I don't know that much. So yeah, this is a real basketball player. He is an American Puerto Rican professional basketball player, so it can't be him. I think Brad Porter has to be our guy. I'm gonna just double check to make sure Brad Porter's not a real dude. Brad Porter is gonna be our guy. 0 badge, 7'1" guy, 22 years old. I mean, no other dude even has an argument. This guy has a badge. That's the only argument he has over Brad. He actually has a badge. But they say he's a paint defender. I'm overthinking this, right? It has to be our boy Brad Porter. You're not retiring. I'm giving myself a couple shots at this, by the way, too, because Brad might not be the right guy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe next year's draft class got somebody better. Brad Porter, we're going to give him the keys. And when I say give him the keys, I mean he's going to be the starting center of a team. The way we keep bro in the NBA is to give him a longer contract, make him a starter, and win championships. So there's Brad. I want to give Brad a 4-year deal and give him like the most amount of money that he'd say yes to. Let's say 185. Okay, Brad. I don't know who's on my Bulls team, by the way. Go ahead, accept that. My assistant GM is telling me do not accept that, but I'm going to do it anyway. Karis LeVert was on our team last season. I'll bring him back even if I'm not keeping him. If I were to trade him a little bit later. There we go. We're bringing in everybody. Okay, let's see who's on our team. Now, I will say we did have a high draft pick. We got Steph Curry. Okay, cool. Steph Curry, Josh Giddey, Mo Bamba, Draymond Green, and Steph Curry are together as they always are. And our starting center this season is going to be Brad Porter. So we can use these other people as trade bait. You know what I'm saying? He's playing with Steph Curry. As long as he can set some good screens and get some rebounds, he can turn out to be an NBA Hall of Famer playing with Steph Curry. That's all it takes. Is Ben Simmons the guy? I feel like Ben Simmons finds his way in every single video. You know what? That's why I'm not doing it. Ben, I would normally do it, but we had you in the video yesterday, and that's just too much Ben Simmons if you ask me. Okay, I'm bringing in Ben Simmons, but I'm bringing him in to trade him, though. Oh, they really want 2 picks. Didn't they just have the previous trade that was no picks? Oh, I mean, just 1 pick? This feels like a bad trade. I'm going to just do Ben Simmons like this. Actually, I might be able to save a pick completely. They say no. Okay, I'll give you this first. There we go. Okay, so we got 1 pick. We didn't need Daniel Gafford because we don't want any centers on the roster anyway. So Ben Simmons is being flipped with this guy who's a 10th overall pick. No, matter of fact, you look pretty solid. 6'10" small forward named Cliff. What about you? What are you? Yeah, we could trade you, though. You don't look as good as the other guy. Is Jaren our guy? The reason I'm thinking about Jaren is because we already got him under contract for a couple seasons. That's a plus. 3 seasons to be exact. And he's not a rebounder, which means that he won't be taking boards away from our real center. Jaren Jackson Jr., welcome to the team. So right now we got Steph Curry, Jaren Jackson Jr., we got Josh Giddey, and then some others. Dwight Powell has to get flipped because, again, like I said, no centers will be allowed on this team other than our center, and you know who our center is. I'm actually going to throw them Dorian Finney-Smith in that trade as well. And what am I looking for? Maybe an upgrade at small forward because Chris Dorte's good, but I also want to be winning championships in this challenge. So if I can upgrade him to somebody that's a little bit better, we'll do that. John Isaac is under contract for 2 seasons. I'm trying to put together a team that can defend, and now we got Jaren, we got John Isaac, because we have basically the worst starting center in basketball by far. So I wanted to bring in people that can defend, especially since Steph Curry's our dude. So our start lineup will be Steph Curry, Josh Giddey, John Isaac, Jaren Jackson Jr., and then Brad Porter. Is that a championship team? Probably not. But sustain the league, put up some okay stats, and then everything else will fall into place? Maybe? I don't know. All right, so they signed Alex Len in free agency to be the starting center, but you're a reserve now, Alex. I'm sorry. You basically about to sit here and rot as we give our boy Brad all of those center minutes. I'm actually going to give him more than that because, again, our main objective, at least for year number 1, forget a championship right now. Our main objective is to prevent bro from retiring. We need him to believe that he is an everyday NBA player. First game of his NBA career. Whoa! Not a bad game. 11, 6, an assist, 3 steals, 2 blocks. That's a really good game for a dude that was about to just completely retire from basketball and go be an accountant or something. Really good game. Game number 2, not as good. But what I am liking is he's not afraid to shoot. He is not afraid to shoot the ball, which is huge in a challenge like this because that just means he's going to put up better stats. Even if he's not hitting them right now, he might hit them eventually. I mean, come on, dog. This is good. Now, I would love for you to get more rebounds than 3 as the 7-1 starting center of my team. But in due time, I got to hope that he progresses. And part of that is you know what we can do. Hold on. We're going to training, man. Player mentorship. Let him be mentored by Alex Len. No, actually, no. It's the other way around, right? I got to pick him and then pick the person. Or a mentor by Steph Curry. He's a stretch 5 anyway. Right, he's a stretch 5. Dang, look at all the badges we get from Steph Curry. He is a stretch 5. So, like, why not turn him into, like, a legitimate stretch 5? How about set shooter? Yep. What about catch and shoot? Yep, sure. We'll take that. And fearless finisher. Those are 3 badges for my guy. I didn't realize he already had a badge. He had 2 badges. Hold on. Let me look at what those badges are. Brick wall. And then a personality badge, I'm guessing. A couple personality badges. All right, we'll take those. We just got to hope that bro is not, or that he is progressing. That's the hard part. Is there anything else other than that we can have him? Individual training? I don't know what any of that is. I've never actually even used this. But why is his workload on low? No. Your workload is on high, my guy. Game fitness? Oh, he's the most fit player on the team. Is that what that means? I don't even know what that means. System proficiency, he sucks. But he sucks as an NBA player, so we'll take that. This offseason's got to be an interesting one because, again, we want to win championships because championships help you get into the Hall of Fame. We were a play-in team, which is, as you know, doesn't give you the highest chances to win a championship. Heck, we got to even win a game to make the playoffs. So I do need to make some changes to get Steph Curry in a better place. I was hoping we were going to win Rookie of the Year. We did not get that, all right, because technically, bro's a rookie. We did get Defensive Player of the Year in John Isaac, which is cool. So that's a plus as far as overall team goes. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't a lot going on. What did the overall rookie stats for our boy look like? He is up to a 67 overall, so shout out to him. 14 and a half, 5 rebounds, an assist, a block. You know, shooting splits are god-awful. Don't think about those. Not a terrible rookie season. You know, not a terrible rookie season. We got to get through the Brooklyn Nets, who have Kawhi Leonard, Keldon Johnson. That's a really solid team. Kawhi Leonard's shoulders are insane in this game. Never really looked at them. Can we get out of this? We do. So we are the 7th seed going against the 2 seeded Cleveland Cavaliers. We can maybe pull off something legendary. They got Jordan McLaughlin starting and guarding Steph Curry. I like our odds in that matchup particularly, but everything else is kind of up for grabs. Steph, I need more than that, but look at our boy. First playoff game, official playoff game. Bro puts up 22, 5, and 3. I need to get him to a point where he's getting more rebounds. I know I had a mentor by Steph Curry. I need to have a mentor by an actual big that can help him get on the glass. Because game 2, wait, let's go back to game number 2 because that was actually embarrassing. Game 2, he had 1 board in 34 minutes. You are 7-1, my G. 7-1. Go get a rebound. 3-1. Okay, we lost. It's going to be harder to win a championship when you start as centers of 60. You know what I'm saying? It's just objectively it. So I need to build the perfect team where we don't even have to worry about Porter. If I can have him to have a long career, and this is part 2, making sure he doesn't retire, and he didn't. Okay, great. If I can, he did. He did. He actually did. Why does it say 0 years pro? You literally played a year. You played a year. And you were the starting center of a play. Nobody gets an opportunity in the league, averages 14 and a half, and decide, it's not my thing. Wow, he didn't let a game. He did not let a game. All right, we got to find somebody else, I guess. Wow, that's unfortunate. I mean, we got people like Tyler Bay and all. Those are real dudes. So I guess I got to keep going to the bottom until we get people that aren't real. I was liking our chances because he was a center. And, you know, like, you're going to get the exterior things when you're a center, like the rebound. Oh, you're supposed to get rebounds. I know he did it, but you're supposed to get rebounds. All right, let's go find candidate number 2. I mean, it might be Paul Goodwin. He is 7'3" out of Virginia Tech. He's got 3 badges, 2 of them. Oh, Brick Wall and Intimidator. Okay. All right. And I know he's not real because he's really, really bad. Oh, man, this is actually a lot. Junior, what can you do, Junior? Nothing. Nothing. The center is our legit best guess. Our best get. Best chances of doing it. That's the only way we could potentially do. I'm just looking at these higher overall players. He got a nice mid-range, but that's pretty much it. Basketball IQ is an F. F. Bro don't know how to play the game. He be traveling. He be doing all the wrong stuff. And these dudes have a lot of like higher overalls. But unless you're a center, I don't want to mess with it because you can't do anything. What do you bring to the table? I'm going all the way back up to find that center. It's Paul Goodwin. Paul Goodwin, you're our guy. Do not retire. Because I'm doing an experiment at this point. If they all retire, let's say we do 3 and they all retire after that 1 year, that just means it's impossible. I'm randomly selecting a team that we're going to sign them to. It's going to be the Miami Heat. Okay, Chicago Bulls. I know I rebuilt y'all. I didn't really do that. Actually, me going away from y'all is helping y'all because you don't have to worry about starting a 66 overall center anymore. You know what I'm saying? Miami Heat, how good were y'all? Were y'all bad? We were bad. And we traded away our pick. So, you know. Just the way it is. Like I said, this team is bad. They got Kyrie Irving on the last year of his deal. I re-signed Tyrese Maxey. I mean, they got a guy named Dusty, which makes me happy. He's a stud, though. He's a stud power forward. They also got TJ Warren. They got Kuzma. But you know my starting center down here is Paul Goodwin, who's getting worse. Yep, one of the main things we liked about him was his perimeter or his interior defense, and that got worse. So that's not a good sign. I feel like he's going to retire. I'm being honest. I feel like he's going to retire, but I'm going to treat this like he's not. And I'm going to go out there and try to rebuild this team. I'm going to legit try to win a championship this year. Like leave no stone unturned. I'm trading Kyrie, hopefully. He's got a no trade clause. So technically he can tell us, nah, I'm not getting traded. But for the right package, maybe he'll be like, all right, this team suck. I want to go somewhere else. Trae Young's a higher overall player, and he's got a little bit more length on his contracts. So in case we do end up winning and does stay on the team, that you know, we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. 30th overall pick guy right here. All right, we got a couple first round picks. We throw Tyrese Maxey. Nobody is safe. Like I said, no stone unturned in this one. but Maxey might be our best option. The problem is I just traded for Trae Young, and Trae Young small, he's small. Brandon Ingram, is Brandon Ingram the pick? I'm picking up Brandon Ingram. Let's not think too much about these things. Just go out there, just make some trades, try to get really good high overall players. We already got another stud right here at the power forward position, so I don't need this center. I don't need that center because we have a center. There's only one center on this roster. All right, I'm bringing in Jordan Poole to be a backup point guard, I guess. So that's interesting. Kuzma can be the backup. We already had 2 backup point guards that are actually solid. But that's fine. Especially then with you know what I'm saying? You can go on a trade finder. You and Malachi Flynn together. Is there a team out there that needs two backup point guards? I could bring in John Isaac, so I will. He just won Defensive Player of the Year for us on the previous team. And on this team, he won't start, but he'll still be coming off the bench and doing good stuff. They want to start Dusty. We're going to say no, and we're going to start our boy out of nowhere. The secret weapon is what we like to call him over here. He is the secret weapon. Now, the bench is god-awful. It's real bad. But we can fix that with just a few minor, relatively minor trades. Relatively minor trades. Like, Brandon Goodwin's cool, but he shouldn't be getting real PT on a team that's trying to win a championship. Let's be real. Moses Moody, but they want Paul. Paul is tradable. So instead of giving you Paul, I'll give you this guy. They want Paul. Like, stop. You can get the 2nd round pick, but Paul is untouchable. That's kind of crazy. That is a 66 overall player, and y'all like, nah, he must be in the deal. No, he shouldn't have to be in the deal. He's bad. He's like really, really bad. You know what I'm saying? Like really, really, really bad. And they like, nah, we need him on our team. No, he is the only untouchable. I'd rather give you Trae Young than give you him. Keeping it a buck. All right, I'm doing this trade. Yep, I understand. Don't worry about it. Don't even comment about it because I'm going back to get my boy. He's coming back to the team. Denzel Valentine. Yes, because he is the exact opposite of the type of person I want to have on my team. All right, so hold on. Let's get this rotation right. All of these minutes that was going to James Ennis, you know who they going to. Is going to the one and only secret weapon. It is going to Paul Goodwin. And then also we taking minutes away from John Isaac, who... Wait, how do y'all want to start this? Hold on, this rotation is wild. Let me figure this out. I could have sworn I had a shooting guard. Did I not have a shooting guard this whole time? Brandon Ingram is my shooting guard now. Fight me. That's what he does. He's playing shooting guard for us. So now we can have John Isaac in the lineup as well. Again, Kuzma's minutes going over here. James Ennis's minutes, we taking those. We taking some of these minutes. Kuzma's going to definitely need to be a big part of this team. You know, at an 82 overall player. Take some minutes there. Even take some Jordan Poole minutes away. And then we're going to do this. All right. So this is what our starting lineup looks like. Trae Young, Brandon Ingram, John Isaac, Dusty Moore, and then Paul Goodwin. Off the bench, we have Jordan Poole, Kyle Kuzma, Caleb Martin, and Anderson Ward. I don't know a lot of these players. Game 1 with Trae Young as our guy. Yup. Trae Young is about to spoon feed our guy, bro. 13 points, 4 rebounds. I don't understand. This is so frustrating. So frustrating. Tatum's a stud, man. 37, 7, and 6. 50, 40, 90. That's an amazing season. One of the greatest seasons of all time. Jaren won Defensive Player of the Year once we traded John Isaac away from him. He said, it's my turn. This is weird to see these dudes holding the same pose back to back. Either way, our guy was a very traditional center. The last guy that we had, and I completely forget your name already because you retired on me, he was able to hit the 3-pointers, which means that he got more points. Bro only averaged 10 points. But, I mean, he gave us 5.5 rebounds. 5.5 rebounds, like no blocks for somebody that's 7'3". He's bad. But as long as he doesn't retire, me and him can be homies. At this point, I'm not even thinking about this championship. We're the 5 seed. Like I said, it's going to be almost impossible to rebuild a team with the 60-something overall as the anchor of your team. We get out of the first round, though. I'll take that to go against the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have Jimmy Butler. We played against this team earlier, but they didn't have... Who did they have at point guard? I forget. They had a better player at point guard. We lost. I'm not thinking about it. I just want to make sure bro don't retire. And if he does retire, I got one more idea. Jason Tatum wins Finals MVP. I got one more idea before we debunk this and say that it is impossible. He didn't retire. Oh, man. Okay, he didn't retire. Can we restart somebody else? Bro's not providing anything for us. You know what I'm saying? This guy's a slasher. His name is Dusty, too. He can dunk. He can't shoot, but he can dunk. I don't want to retry because what if that person retires and I got this dude who won't retire? All right, we're focusing on the guy that we got. I'm not gonna run from the. This is a grind. I'm not gonna run from the grind. You feel me? I'm gonna go out there and try to do my best with this Miami Heat team and try to do what I can to make them a championship contender, even though we don't have anybody on the roster anymore, except for him. Dang. All right, Paul. All right, Paul, we got it. We got to do our best, man. Let me work on my magic. Okay, so the team looks a little bit different. We traded Brandon Ingram and the young center that we drafted and a pick to get Shea. We traded John Isaac for Sadiq Bey. And that's pretty much it. The team is still not good, but I made like, let me show you the type of trade. You know how we do on this channel. I was trading player for a first round pick, trading player for a first round pick. So we got a few picks that we can mess around with to try to fill out this team, because right now we are still, you know, we're pretty good up top for sure. We got 5 players that are 85 plus, but that's still not good enough. Especially when we trying to run at least an 8-man rotation. And now we look at our 8-man rotation. We got like no backup power forward. Or actually we do, don't we? His name is Kyle Kuzma. I just sent them some reserves. Hold on. Let me get Kuzma his minutes because he's Kyle Kuzma and he's pretty solid. Okay. So now we're on our path to potentially try to make him a Hall of Famer. Part of that is giving him all of the minutes. Part of that is getting him all of the minutes. We need him to go out there and put up the best numbers he can potentially have. Potentially win some awards where he averaged 10 last season. If we can somehow get him to 15, 16 points per game, maybe get his rebounding up. I don't really know. We need him to win some awards, most improved player type beat. First game, yeah. Now, obviously, that's not sustainable. Obviously, that's not sustainable, right? Oh, that's not him. This is him. But hey, that's a very, very good start. Okay, now we have lost though. That's the bad part. Again, we want to win championships. It's just gonna be extremely hard, y'all. It's gonna be extremely hard to win championships when you're starting center. So maybe we should have picked somebody that wasn't a center. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's not supposed to be the anchor / the backbone of the video or the team. Is there a world where we make it like this, but this guy is the center? I don't know what your defense is, Dusty. You might even be a bad defender. No, he's actually a really, really good defender. Okay, so I'm gonna make you the backbone of the defense. Yeah, you're the backbone of the defense now. Forget all of that we was talking. I'm changing my guy to a power forward center, and I'm changing you to a center power forward. And you're going to be the backbone of our defense, even though our guy is what, 7'3". Also, one thing I forgot is that I signed Draymond Green out of free agency specifically to be a mentor. Now, he's old, he's washed, he's not very good, but he's still got some badges that can come and help us, like defensive leader, we'll take that. Even break starter, I guess we'll take that. And actually, a lot of his badges are gone because he's washed. We'll take those 2 plus needle threader, I guess. I don't know if any of those are going to matter. Does that help us win more games? I don't think it will. Dang. Okay, it will? Okay, time will tell. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Can we get most improved? We do. He jumps up to 18, 9 rebounds. Again, our goal is to make the Hall of Fame. And we're struck. Dang, this team won 70 games. I need to send him to that team. I need to real life send bro to whatever team that is. Forget it. We go piggyback off some other people's success. Why do I have to have him on my team? Right? Why can't I pick? What team is that? What team are you? That is the Portland Trail Blazers. Who's your starting center? Mitchell Robinson. Oh my God. We're sending him to this team. We're sending him to this team because we were the 5 seed. We're not winning the championship, honestly. We're the 5 seed. We're sending him to the Portland Trail Blazers after this season because we can't get out of the first round. They win the championship. He's playing with Luka. Was that Jalen Green and some other people? As long as bro didn't retire, which I guess is a possibility because anything is possible in the game of 2K. Look at all of these people that decided, bro, you're pretty good. You're a 70 overall. We would take a 70 overall in the challenge like this. A lot of people decided that was the end of their careers. Okay, I'm 1,000% sending him to that team because I have figured out that we are not built for it. We just not built for it. So I'm gonna get through the trade. The draft lottery. Get through that because that's the moment that you can make trades after you know what pick you got. So we are sending you packing. Thank you for the years, Mr. Oh, I got him at power forward. I forgot. What's your overall again? 70. Hey, he's up to a 70, y'all. Go talk to the Trailblazers and Jimmy Turner. They want Jetty Osman. They want to give me a pick. I mean, I guess it's not really me. You can keep that pick. All right, so now I'm flipping teams, right? But I don't really want control. I just want to change the minutes. So y'all go re-sign all your dudes because as the Portland Trailblazers, who do you have again? You have Luka. You have Jalen Green. You have whoever the heck Allen Knight is. Who is Allen Knight? 5th overall pick from a few years ago. Mitch Robb, just go ahead. I want you to do your thing. As long as you don't release my boy, everything else is easy peasy. Why they release him now? I feel like they about to release him, and then we got to square up with whoever's in charge over there. Because he is the one person that should not be released under any circumstance because we just saw him with most proof players. So we know he got another gear to hit, maybe. I mean, he's about a 70. That's pretty good. So they either released or traded my boy. Oh no, he's still there. I keep forgetting we made him a power forward. You're now a full-time center. Oh, he's up to a 70. Okay, so you're a full-time center. They had this guy, Don Davis, NBA champion last year, late first-round pick. I'm sorry, Mr. Davis. We're giving those minutes off to our guy. I don't know who you are, Alex, but you got to get your minutes taken away. I don't know who you are, Devontae. Okay, I do know who you are, but we're taking those minutes away, and we're giving them completely to our guy over here. Imagine I just ruined this team. They were a 70-win team last year. Remember that. They were 70 wins. And oh yeah. All right, we good, y'all. We good. Now, he's definitely not going to get the stats. They changed my rotation. Who are you? Where did he come from? Bro, he was not just here. They had Davis starting, didn't they? They got an 82 overall center, and I'm telling him he can't hoop for us no more. Oh, what type of GM am I, bro? Okay, we're giving our boy our minutes again, and we're going to tell him don't mess with our rotation. Did y'all just trade for him? No, they didn't. He was just sitting there, and I just overlooked it. Okay, so just don't mess with my minutes. That's all I care about now. There we go. What type of stats we talk about? Significantly worse than the previous year. Significantly worse. Luka, you're no longer the number one option. Definitely not Julius Randle. Hold on. You're not the number one option. It's our guy Goodwin. Okay. Will this work? Probably not. Luka won MVP. It's not supposed to be your award, but we'll let you have it. You know, you take one for the team. They won 70 games again, so it didn't matter. Mostly because I guess this guy's a stud, bro. What the heck? Okay, so at this point, our boy is a glorified, I mean hyper-glorified role player. Can I get him into the Hall of Fame? It probably won't, let's be real. I mean, he averaged 14 and 6.5. I think this challenge is going to be nearly impossible, if I'm being honest with you. But, I mean, we get this first championship. We add them and they lose. So that's fun. Okay, I'm doing one more experiment before we call it. I'm going to get this Gabe Henderson guy. Oh, did I explain to you why? Oh, Paul decided to retire, by the way. Paul decided to retire. We're going to go to the Milwaukee Bucks, who are the worst team in basketball. Gabe Henderson, option number 3. He looked like he had good shot tendency and he had good mid-range jump shooting. We're giving him all of the keys. Number 1 scoring option as a wing, and he gonna do his thing. That's option number 3. I tried to do glorified role player. I tried to force my guy to a team to win a championship. None of those things worked. So now we real life just going out there and giving some guy the keys that don't even deserve it. Let's be honest. He don't deserve none of it. We had the 5th overall pick. We had the worst record in basketball, failed all the way down to 5th. Draft who you want. It's not really important to me. As long as they don't take minutes away from Gabe Henderson, then we're good. There you go. 80 overall center is really a steal. At pick number 5, shout out to him. Here's Gabe. I'm going to give Gabe a 4-year contract, $2 million. There we go. I'm going to let Wiggins, I'm going to let everybody, I'm literally letting everybody walk that could potentially get more shots. We want to be the worst team in basketball, but Gabe is taking all of the shots. That's my idea for this one. But we also just can't have no people on the roster either. So Gabe is a shooting guard, so that's cool. Actually, we got one of each. One of each is good enough. Oh, yeah. That's the point I'm at in this video. We've been recording for a long time trying to get these boys to make a Hall of Fame, and it is not working. So give me the worst possible team. Let Gabe get 48 minutes, number 1 scoring option, and go hoop. That's how we doing it. Karis LeVert, get to that bench. Next, Juancho Hernangomez, loved you in the movie. Loved you in Hustle, but you can't get minutes today. We talking all of the minutes going to my boy. Number 1 scoring option. First game against the Celtics is a loss, but he put up 35. And this is probably the way. He might win 10 games in his whole NBA career, but the counting stats gonna look nice. And maybe that's all you really need is really good counting stats. I mean, 20. Oh, yeah. Oh, He's actually shooting efficiently too, by the way. No, Gabe is him. Gabe is him. Easily. Gabe is him. I know we only a month into the season, but Gabe is him. This is going to be our guy. So he only averaged 19. And those type of averages is not getting you into the Hall of Fame. We got the 6th man of the year. That's the rookie, ain't it? Yeah, that was the rookie. He was the 6th man of the year. But yeah. Wow. Darvin Ham's got a brick over there in LA. I guess LA is really that. Oh, no, he's not even coaching LA no more. Who's Darvin Ham coaching? The Houston Rockets. Okay. All right. Cat, some auto-generated dudes. Shea is here. Wow. All right. They were great. We were not. I don't think he's going to retire, but 19 points per game is definitely not enough for him to make it to the Hall of Fame. If he's going to be this bad or this good on a bad team, he's got to be averaging 25 plus easily. And look, you see, oh my God, did you see them just win the NBA championship the year after our guy left? That just lets you know this is rigged. And Gabe retired. So am I. All 3 times the person ended up retiring. So I'm just going to say this is not possible. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Maybe you can do it. Maybe my settings are wrong. I don't know.